Okay, I think we're good. We're gonna use the roll today.
Because it's going this way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, we got rid of the reformer too, so
Oh.
that was part of it.
I haven't exercised in 2 weeks, so we're all in the same boat here. or what?
Yes, that's right. So we're gonna do roll today. So we're gonna start with, of course, some lovely balance stuff. So
We all looked at
that. So let's start
Yeah.
really gently. We're just gonna start with some kind of lift, kind of shoulder work, because we are gonna need those. So we're just gonna inhale as we lift up, and I want you to really inhale into those lungs, extend that spine up, and then exhale as we lower that down. And again, inhale, elongate that spine, open those ribs, and down. So as you bring that roll back up on this next one, you're gonna inhale, and you're gonna think not only of expanding the ribs, but gently pushing that roll behind you, feeling your upper back connect. And inhale lower. And exhale. Back. Let's do one more of those. And exhale. And then let's just lift that roll overhead, keep it overhead. We're just going to do some little side bends. So we're just going to nice little side bend over. And then lift it back up. Pull the belly in. Think about lifting nice and tall. Inhale. And exhale. Exhale, one more time, inhale. Exhale, we're gonna lift back up, we're gonna hold, keep those shoulders down, we're just gonna twist. Try to keep those hips facing forward and back to center, and twist. And center, just a couple more each direction. Nice rotation of the upper body. One more time on each side. Twist. And we're going to bring that down. Good. All right. So on this one, I don't know which is the best way to go. Everyone to be able to see how to put it. So we're going to begin by bringing our hands to the roll in front of you. And you're going to be hinged forward to the point at which you can lift your leg behind you. Run into, I think I'm going to go this way. I'm going to run into that. So we're going to lift that leg in a bent position. We're going to lift it up until we feel our glute connect. And we have some, a little bit of pressure on that roll, but be careful that your shoulders are not into the ears. And then from here, we're going to start to bend those elbows, letting our upper body come down towards the floor. And then we're just going to push up from those elbows. So this is just kind of like a little tricep work. So we're bending the elbows as we lower the upper body, straightening the elbows. Inhale and exhale. And exhale. One more. Inhale and exhale. Good. We're going to hold here. All right, so now what we're going to do is we're going to keep that back leg bent, but as we pull it towards the back of our leg, we're going to bend that standing leg. Our arms are going to stay straight. And then we're going to lift that leg as we straighten our standing leg. So we're going to bend, straighten, and bend, and straighten. One more. Bend, and straighten. All right. Putting it all together. So we're going to bend our elbows. We're going to extend our leg behind us. And now as we straighten our elbows and bend the leg, we're going to actually let that leg behind us come forward and tap the roll. Then we're going to take it back, bending those elbows, straightening that leg behind us. And then we're going to bend our standing leg, straighten our arms, tap that roll. Back. Wow. Wow. And last one. Oh, come forward and step down.
What you guys do? Looks
Good. All right, so we're just gonna do that on the other side, right? Make sure you guys can all see. So, plenty of room behind me. All right. So from here, again, other leg, it's gonna just kind of lift behind you, find those glutes, right? Make sure that one side anyway is connected. And then just starting here with the bending of the elbows. So as we bend the elbows, we lower the body. And then we just straighten the elbows. And bend. And straighten. And bend. And straighten. 2. And 1. Good. So from here, keep that leg bent behind you. Bring it down to the other leg, but bend the other leg. And straighten the leg and lift. Bend. And straighten. Bend. And straighten. We just have one more. Bend. Straighten, hold. So as we bend the elbows, we're going to straighten that leg behind you. All right. Now, as we straighten the elbows, you're going to bend the leg on the floor, the standing leg, but bring that back leg forward, tap that roll, take it back, straightening the standing leg, bending the elbows. And back. And forward. Back, one more, and forward, and back, and in, whew, and rest. All right, we got all our balance done. Not quite, almost, almost. All right, we're gonna put that roll down on the floor, and just kind of finish this up. We're gonna stand in front of the roll, and we're gonna just bring one foot right on top of the roll. Think of kind of footwork on the reformer. So as we press the roll out, just stay nice and tall, soften your standing leg, stay nice and tall, take it out to your heel. Once you get it out to the heel, you're gonna flex your foot. Then you're gonna point, bring it back onto the toe, lift the heel as high as you can. And lower down, reach out, flex. Come in, point, and lift. So it's flex out, reach back, point up. And down, out, and in, and lift. And reach, and in, and lift. And 2. In, and up. Last one. Out, in, and up. And then you can go ahead and just switch legs. So we're just going to take that other foot on. And then from here, we're going to do the exact same thing. Are you, Jennifer? And press out, come up onto your heel, and come back and lift onto the toe. Jennifer, I don't know if you know. Okay. And go back, and lift, and out, and flex. So it's that flexion on the way out, point, lift that heel when you come in. Out. In. In. Let's do 2 more. Out. All right, we are going to move to the floor, so I will come up here. So this is going to be that one where we're going to put the roll down in a lengthwise position on your kind of vertical on your mat, and then we're going to sit on one end. I'm going to lay down with our head at the other. So the easiest way is to straddle the roll and then come on, and then you're going to roll it all the way down, so that both your head and your pelvis are on the roll, and you're kind of in this nice relaxed position. And the first thing we want to talk about when we're here is our neutral, right? So if you have your feet too close together, you're gonna feel really, really off balance. So a little wider stance gives you a little bit more balance. So take that however you feel comfortable, wherever you want to be. I want you to be able to feel your neutral pelvis, which means we have those anchor points, right? Back of the head, back of the shoulders, back of the pelvis. So that's where you should feel the bulk of the weight right now. And that should all, you should feel pretty even with that. So you have your arches in your neck and in your low back. Those should not be on the roll. You should feel those lifted. So we're going to start with some arms and some shoulders. We warmed those up earlier, but we're going to get a little work in them now. So we're going to reach those arms to the ceiling, and you're going to find your balance on this roll. Right? From here, we're going to open the arms out. This is your inhale. And you should feel those shoulder blades kind of wrap around that roll. And you can let those hands come to the floor, the back of the hands come to the floor. Just let everything kind of stretch. And as we exhale, we're going to lift those arms back up. Those shoulder blades kind of widen. And inhale as we open. And exhale as we close. And thinking about keeping that neutral pelvis. So your pelvis should not be moving around here at all. You should keep weight at the back of the pelvis. We just open it. Arms. Let's do 2. One more. And as we lift those arms up, we're going to keep them there. So arms stay straight here, no bending of the elbows. The only thing you're concentrating here is the shoulders. You're going to reach those arms up to the ceiling, lifting those shoulders away from the floor. Now we're going to pull just the shoulders back down to the floor. So your arms are staying straight. And lift. And lower. And lift. So as you lift, you feel the shoulder blades kind of pull apart from the roll. As you lower those shoulders down, you feel the shoulder blades kind of squeezing around. And lift. And lower. And up. And down. One more. And up. And now just kind of let those shoulders relax into a neutral position. You're going to take your left arm, bring it down to the floor. And from here, keeping that right arm lifted, find your place in your feet where you can lift that left leg up into a tabletop position. So from here, you're just going to lengthen through the left leg as you reach back with the right arm. As you exhale, you're going to pull those 2 points together. You're going to tap your hand to your knee. And then you're going to reach it back out. And pull it in and tap. And out. Let's do 3. And 2. And 1. Right, come back to where that hand is just to the ceiling. Leg is at tabletop, but now we're going to extend that leg to the ceiling. So on this one, we're going to do the exact same thing. We're going to lower the leg. And then we're going to lift. And this time as we lift, this is optional. If you don't want to curl up to the upper body, you don't have to. Otherwise, as we're lifting the leg, we're lifting our upper body and we're reaching towards that ankle. And then we're lowering down, reaching the leg away, reaching the arm behind. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, 3 more. And 3. And 2. And last one. And bring it back. Again, back to just your tabletop position. We're going to keep this position. Now we're going to let the leg open out as the arm opens out. And then we're going to bring everything back to center. Open. And close. So you're really trying to keep that balance on the roll. Don't let yourself start to roll around on it. So engaging that belly, keeping your neutral. Exhale. 2 more. Inhale, open. Exhale, close. Last one. And we lower those down. We go to the other side. So let's lift now that left arm up to the ceiling. Right leg is going to come to tabletop. So we're going to start with just the extension of the right leg and that left arm reaching back and out. Exhale, come back in, tap that knee, and reach. And tap. And reach. So how you make this more challenging, by the way, is if you want to come to your toe, it's on the floor, or come to fingertips alongside you. 3, 2, 1. Bring it back just to that tabletop, arm up. We're going to extend that leg to the ceiling. So this time as we lower that leg and reach that arm behind, and we bring it back up, you can curl up, reach towards that ankle, and back down, and up, down, and up. 3 more, and 3, 2, and 1. Bring it back into that tabletop, arm to the ceiling. So last one here, we open the leg, open the arm apart. Exhale, bring it back. And inhale, open. Exhale, back. 3 more. And 3, 2, and 1. And we lower that down. And just give yourself a little break through those hip flexors if you want to straighten those legs out to kind of lengthen through the fronts of those legs, just to give them a little break. Do that, just take a couple of breaths. All right. So we're going to come back into our tabletop, both legs this time at tabletop, arms are going to stay down. So how you make this more challenging for yourself is just to come to fingertips. Otherwise, keep the palms of the hands and the forearms down on the mat. Right, so lengthen or lift one leg, lift that up. So we're at our tabletop. We're still feeling our neutral. This is important that we try to keep it. So as I lower my one toe or my one leg down to tap the mat, I don't want to feel my body arch up, right? We're keeping our body in neutral. Exhale as we lift it back up. Other side, inhale. Exhale. Keep those arms reaching alongside you. Those shoulder blades down your back. Inhale. And down. Let's just do 2 more on each side. Make sure you're even. Hold at the top. Again, fingertips only if you want a little bit more challenge. We're going to let both those legs open. As you exhale, pull that belly in. Lift those legs back to center. Inhale, open. Exhale. And inhale. And 3. Keep those shoulder blades down your back. 2. And 1. Hold at the top. Little flexion of the ankles. One leg at a time. Keep your balance on the roll. Inhale. Exhale. Other side. Inhale. Exhale. So we're alternating. One more each side. And lower. And we're going to lengthen those legs out. Again, kind of find that length through our hip flexors here, pulling that belly in. Just kind of stretching through through our psoas, through our hip flexors. We're going to roll off of that roll. As you do, we're going to come to seated, and we are going to put that roll kind of right on kind of the lower portion of our leg, right? So for those of you with shoulder issues, you're going to keep your bum down, and you're just going to come here, okay? Otherwise, if you want a challenge with the shoulders, right? We're going to lift our bum up off, coming into this nice plank position. I need to rearrange, sorry. As I'm going to kick that bar. All right. So from here, I'm going to put pressure down through my legs. I'm going to lift up into my plank. I'm going to keep my eyes at my toes, and I'm just going to lift one leg up. Lower it down, lift the other leg up. And up, stay lifted out of your shoulders. So really press down through those hands, lift up out of those shoulders. Just one more on each side. Keep that pelvis up. Try to keep it level. And we're going to lower. So on the next one, again, if you have shoulder issues, you are just going to do pull in, extend out. Right? This is the work. For those of you that are going to add on with me, you're going to come back, have those hands by your side, palms in wherever is comfortable. We're going to lift, and we're going to pull our pelvis back, reach it forward, come back to that nice kind of upside down plank, and keep that bum lift off that mat and up, and pull back, and lift, and pull back, and lift. Two more. Last one. Ooh, those are not so easy. Come down. All right. And relax. All right, we're going to curl down. Nice and easy. Curl all the way down. Bring those feet, that roll, and just relax. So from here, keeping the feet on the roll, we're just going to let our legs kind of tip in one direction, look at the opposite. And then bring it up. We'll do that on the other side. And bring it up. All right, so we're going to take our feet to the other side of the roll for just a moment, but keep the roll kind of under your legs. Right, hands down by your side. We're just going to do a couple little bridges here. So as you exhale, we're going to go into our imprint. So think about that pelvic bone pulling back towards the back of our pelvis. Pelvis tips back. We're going to curl up, coming into this nice bridge, engaging our glutes, and then we're going to release through the shoulders, all the way down, articulating through that spine, back to that nice neutral pelvis position. So let's just do that a couple of times. And exhale. Scoop it up, bring it up to your bridge. Exhale, curling down, and articulating through the spine. So let's hold on our inhale. Exhale, articulate up. Hold on your bridge for inhale. Exhale, articulate down. One more time. And up. Hold on that inhale. And exhale, articulate all. So same exact movement. Only difference is our feet are going to be on that roll. So remember, on this one, don't push with the feet. The roll will come out from underneath you. We want to press down into the roll as we do this. So keep the connection of the heel kind of pulling towards your glute. Take a nice deep breath in. Exhale, start to scoop out that belly, curl up, peel up off that spine, coming into your bridge. Inhale at the top, exhale, release. And we're going to do that again. Deep breath in. Exhale, curl up. Up. Deep breath in at the top. Exhale and curl back down. 2 more just like that. And up. And deep breath in. Exhale and curl down. One more. Exhale. Deep breath in. And exhale, curl down. So the movement that we did earlier in class when we were standing and we were pushing our roll out and coming to that flexion and then pulling it back to the toe and lifting those heels, we're going to do the same thing. Movement won't be as big. We're going to do it in our bridge. So we're going to curl up. So we're going to keep our pelvis lifted. If you need your hands to help you with your pelvis, please feel free. We're going to reach that roll out, coming onto our heels. Now we're going to pull it back to our toes, lifting the heel. Down, reach out. Flex. Pull in and point. Last one. Reach out, flex. Pull in, point. And curl all the way down. All right, readjust your roll so it's underneath you. And on this one, we're going to be doing our march. So we're going to go right back to what we were doing earlier when we were on the roll, where we're lowering and lifting, but this time it'll be a lift and lower. Okay, so marching on that roll. This is too much on the hamstrings, you just do it here. Okay, so we keep our pelvis down as we march. Otherwise, we're going to do that from our lifted bridge position. We're going to exhale, curl up. Keep that pressure down in the roll, keep that pelvis lifted. We're going to lift one leg up. Lower it down, switch to the other side. Keep your pelvis up. Keep some pressure through the backs of the arms, down on that mat. One more each side. And both feet down, curl down. Send that roll out just for a little stretch. Bring it all the way back in. Last one, single leg. We're going to stay on the same side. So we're going to exhale. We're going to curl up. So we're in our bridge. Right leg comes up, extends up to the ceiling. Lower that leg down and lift. Down and lift. 3, 2, keep that pelvis up. Last one. Bring it back to the roll. Lift a little higher. Bring that other leg up, extend to the ceiling and lower and lift. 3, 2, 1. Lower down and curl all the way down. Bring your right leg into your chest. And just bend that knee into the chest. Send your left leg out on the roll. From here, we can curl up. Extend that leg to the ceiling for a stretch. And then pull that roll back. Set that foot down. Got that left leg. Bend in. Send that roll out. Curl up. Extend to the ceiling. Bend. Pull the roll in. Take your feet to the other side of the roll. And then push that roll all the way underneath your pelvis. And we're going to come into a tabletop position. This should feel comfortable, almost like it's on the floor. It should not be in your low back. It should definitely be on the pelvis, but higher up on the pelvis, so that feel comfortable. I like to hang on to the edge of my roll, but anywhere is fine. We're going to extend those legs to the ceiling. So from here, I'm going to lower one leg down. And I'm going to pulse my legs apart for 3. So it's 1, 2, 3. Up and I'm going to switch it. And 1, 2, 3. Switch. 1, 2, 3. Switch. Last one. And legs up. So we're going to take one leg down. We're going to circle the legs in opposite directions, and we're going to switch the places of the legs. We're going to switch the legs 2 times. So it's 1, 2, circle. 1, 2, circle. 1, 2, circle. And up, down, circle. And up, down, circle. One more time. And up, down, circle. Pull those knees into chest. Let that low back. Rock back and forth on that roll. Out. And then we're going to push that roll out from underneath, but we are going to come onto our side. And we're going to bring that roll kind of right in front of you. So I want the roll at a place where you can rest your top leg on top of it. Bottom of the other body comes down, top of your body comes down, resting your head on your arm. We're going to work the bottom leg. So we're going to flex the foot on that bottom leg. You're totally resting your top leg on that roll. And what I'd like you to think about is that your top hip is stacked right over the bottom hip. So try not to roll it forward or back, but keep it stacked. You're more than welcome to come up on your hand if this is a more comfortable position for you, or you can keep your head down. So bottom leg, foot is flexed. We're going to think about that inner leg, and that's where we're going to work from. So we're going to exhale, we're going to pick up that leg, kind of pressing that inner leg up to the ceiling. And exhale. We're reaching through the heel as we lift up. Exhale. So we're trying to keep those hips stacked. We're just lifting that bottom leg, lowering it, and lifting it, and lowering it. We're trying to do this through our breath, right? So we're trying to get that movement with our exhale. Inhale as we lower. Exhale as we lift. Let's do 3, 2. On the last one, lift and hold. So lift it up, hold, pulse it up, pulse up. Really think about the top of that inner leg. Pulse it up. And let's do 5, 4, 3, 2. We're holding it up there. Don't let it go. Go into a circle, little circles. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Reverse that circle. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and rest. Awesome, guys. You're going to do that on the other side. So come on up, turn around, come to your rest position. Best part. All right. So again, think about your hips. Make sure that they're stacked, one right on top of the other. We're going to take that bottom leg. We're going to flex that foot so our energy is through the heel. And then as we exhale, we're just going to lift that leg up. Inhale, lower it. Exhale and lift. Nice and slow, and really think about that lift. And when you get up as high as you can, try to take it just a little bit higher. That's really where that inner leg kicks in. Up. Reaching and lengthening that leg through the heel. Focusing not on the lower leg, but really on that inner leg, doing that lifting. Big heavy stack of books sitting right on that inner leg, and it's lifted up Let's do 3, 2. Okay, on this last one, we're holding. Lift it up and pulse it up from here. Pulse up, up. Keep that belly nice and tight. 5, 4, 3, 2. We're holding and circling for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We're reversing. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And lower that leg down. And we are going to come onto our back. We're going to just kind of take that roll away for a moment. So kind of wherever it's good for you, I know. We tend to roll away. So find a place where it's good to stay. All right, we're going to do a couple of roll downs. So I'm going to bring those arms in front. We're going to start by sitting nice and tall. Remember here, we want to scoop that belly first, kind of start to tuck the tail. Come to the back of those sit bones. Keep your eyes at your toes as you articulate through your spine to curl down. And try to go as nice and slow as we can, thinking about each vertebra coming down to that mat one at a time. And then we're going to curl right back up. So if you need your hands here, you can put them down. Take a nice deep breath in. Exhale, hands come forward, eyes come right to the toes, and curl up. Reaching for those ankles, nice big stretch. Come back to seated, nice and tall when you do that. And hollow out that belly, scoop it out. Back of the sit bones, your eyes at your toes, as long as you can. And up, in. Exhale, eyes come back to the toes, curl up. Back up to seated. One more roll down and roll up. Back. Eyes at the toes, shoulders down. One more roll up. Stretching it forward. And we're going to do one more roll down, and there we're going to stay. And exhale, scoop that belly. And we are going to start here. So this is going to be our abdominal. I know we've been working some abdominals all the way, but focus a little bit more on that. So find that comfortable position through your legs, feet flat. I like mine, hip width apart. We're going to take those hands. We're going to reach them behind the head. And I have mine interlaced, but just, comfortable position. And I want you to actually feel heavy in your head. So how I normally tell you to keep your chin slightly tucked, I'm going to actually have you lift your chin to the ceiling. And it's going to put more weight into the back of the head where the hands are. I want you to keep your chin to the ceiling. Keep your pelvis down, no tucking here. So we want to keep that neutral. And we're just going to slightly lift our upper back off the floor, just by an inch. Just those shoulders, those upper shoulders. My chin is still to the ceiling. My eyes are at the ceiling, and my head is going to totally release into my hands. I'm not going to have any pressure through the front of my neck. I'm going to lead with my chest here. I'm not going to curl forward. I'm going to lift to the ceiling. Inhale, not all the way down to the floor. Head stays lifted. Relax that head again into the hands. Exhale, lift your heart to the ceiling. Try not to tuck. Try to keep that weight at the back of the pelvis. 3, 2, keep that head totally relaxed. 1 more. Lower all the way down. Take those hands out from behind the head, lift them to the ceiling. All right, from here, we're going to go into our curls now of our upper body. So we just kind of warmed up those upper abdominal muscles by doing that work in that way. So now utilizing that, we're going to now take and tuck our chin slightly, like we're holding onto an orange between our chin and our chest. We're going to exhale as we lift with the heart and lower those hands. We're going to look our chest and our eyes towards our knees. Inhale, curl back down. And exhale. And 2 more. For anyone who needs assistance on their neck, feel free to keep those hands behind the head. Come down, same movement, legs to tabletop. Keep that weight at the back of the pelvis. Exhale, curl up. Inhale down and up. And 2. And 1. Next set of 4, we're adding those legs to extension. Exhale, curl up, press those legs out. Inhale back to tabletop and exhale. Last one. Hold. Keep your upper body lifted. Keep those legs extended. Lift those arms. Lower them back down. Lift. 2 more. Back to your tabletop and lower those legs, lower those arms. Let those legs gently fall from side to side. All right. We are going to take those hands back behind the head. We're going to lift. I'm going to lift just my left leg to tabletop, and I'm going to send my right leg all the way out to straight. From here, I'm going to lift my right leg just a little off that floor. And as I curl up, I'm going to curl up to my left. Now, I'm going to switch my legs as I curl down, or as I switch to the other side. So we're not actually curling down. We're just switching from side to side. We're going to land back to that left and hold. Take that right leg, lift and lower. Two more. Come down, switch and lift. Two, 1, and both legs down. Hands again up to the ceiling. Last set here. We're going to bring those thumbs together so that they touch, and they're right above kind of our heart area. Maybe push forward just a little bit. We're going to go into our frog. So we're going to bring our heels together, toes apart, knees are open. Find that nice flat pelvis underneath you. And as we curl up, we reach through the legs. So my eyes come straight towards my heels. And up. Last one like this. And then we add our legs to extension. Keep those heels together. Exhale, curl up. On this last one, we are holding and up. Hold, arms only. And down. Keep your upper body up. 2 more. Back to your frog. Lower those legs. Arms come to the side and just let those legs fall from side to side. All right, we get our reward. We are going to stretch on that roll. So as you come up, let's grab that roll back. Let's again push it underneath those legs and curl down. And we're going to push that roll all the way up on that back of the pelvis again, right back to where we were. Legs are up, kind of tabletop position. This time we're going to bring our legs together like they're one leg. And And we're just going to tip those legs. I'm going to lift off my one side as I roll all the way over to the very side of my glute. And as I exhale, I'm going to pull my belly in as I lift those legs as one piece back to center. Inhale, tip to the other side, rolling all the way to the glute. Side, glute knee, right? Exhale, pull the belly in, lift those legs back up to center. And tip. And just back and forth one more time. Back up to center, lower those legs down. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to kind of pop myself up on the other side of the roll, but whatever is easiest. And then we're going to roll that roll all the way up towards our bra strap area here. Right, so right on that bra strap, I'm going to take my hands again behind my head. So I'm going to support my head. And I'm just going to, from this position, I'm just going to lift my pelvis like I'm doing a bridge, but it's not a full bridge. Right? So just lifting it off the floor. And I'm going to use my legs from this point. I'm going to push through my feet as I continue to curl my upper body forward so that the roll comes down to my waist. And then I'm going to pull with my feet and reach my upper body over the roll as I come down. And again, push through my legs, curl forward, pull with my feet, and reach that upper back. Reach and pull. Or I keep getting all kinds of pops in my back. Still adjusting. One more full one like this. And then come back and take it kind of up to the upper shoulders and just kind of roll it back and forth there on that upper shoulder. Let your head again relax in your hands like we had it earlier. Let the weight come into the shoulders here as we roll on that roll. Then we're going to go ahead and lower that pelvis down. And we're going to take that roll again, make sure it's kind of on that bra strap area. And we're just going to let our upper back, our rib cage is going to open here, which is fine. We're just going to let ourselves hang out here. Supporting your head with your hands, opening those elbows, maybe finding a little stretch in your underarm, pec area. Maybe a stretch through the belly, stretching the upper back. Lift the head just enough to where the ribs close, right? And then we're just going to kind of twist and roll towards the armpit area. And then we're going to bring it back to straight. And then we're going to twist and kind of roll in that other direction. And back to straight. Let's just do that again 2 more times each side. Roll it over. And just one more time on the other side, or make yourself even whatever you need. And then from here, you're just going to let that roll come all the way underneath the neck, like right in the crook of the neck. Okay. So from here, let yourself relax. Let the head relax into the roll. And maybe put a little tiny bit of pressure on the back of the skull to add a little pressure point. And then from there, we're just going to roll ourselves from ear to ear. So we're just going to kind of roll it over to the ear and then bring it back, putting a little pressure on the back of that skull. And just again, back and forth. Pressure is up to you. Just do what feels good. If you happen to find that spot, for me, it's always kind of right behind my left ear. It's a little bit sore, so I'm just going to kind of hang out there and roll it a up. Bringing our head straight, lengthening those arms, those legs. Legs, they all come one. All right, you can use your hands on this one. Go ahead and curl up. Bring yourself all the way back up to straight. Thank you. Good to go. Bye, guys. How'd you do, Jennifer?
Good.
Okay, good.
Awesome.